What up? 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 It's your boy Sub. Hey, what's up, man? Let me try something out right quick. Testing, testing. That won't work. Um, Hold on one second. Yeah, yeah, working. Let me hit you back. I hit you back. All right. All right. So this is gonna be a quick video. What's going on? What's going on, Rainy Woman? Man? This is gonna be quick. I'm gonna run through some names, and the reason I'm doing this is because I don't like lies being sold to us, told. Madam C.J. Walker is not a part of this, so I'm not besmirching her or anything like that. But I do want to make sure that the truth is out there as it pertains to our history, what we were able to accomplish against seemingly insurmountable odds of slavery, Jim Crow, almost certain death in a lot of instances. But we were able to accomplish a lot historically. And I hate when people just give us some bullshit and tell us that this is our history. It's not. I got mad respect for CJ Walker, but they're misleading the people with this new documentary coming out through Netflix about CJ Walker. CJ Walker was the first open millionaire who flaunted her wealth. That's who Madam CJ Walker was. She was the first one that wasn't afraid to spend her money and show that she had gotten through, a lot of the barriers and able to spend her money like she wanted to. So I'm gonna go through a few people that I want y'all to look into historically, because what happens is if we don't know our own history, somebody else gonna come and tell us what it is. Because it ain't no telling. Madam C.J. Walker, first of all, she worked for a woman who was already had her own manufacturing plant by the name of Annie Turnbull Malone. Annie Malone was already a multimillionaire by the time C.J. Walker even came and worked for her. C.J. Walker actually stole her formula. That's a fact. Her husband, who tried to steal the formula from her with another woman, came and kind of got it. And even I think she was making a few $100,000 a year. And she came down to Tuskegee and tried to enlist Booker T. Washington to get behind her. He didn't like black women doing their hair like that because he thought that was them having self-hatred. That's interesting, ain't it? He didn't like it back then. They thought that was them trying to be white. This is, you can look this up. That's what but he was a coon. Okay. Anyway, the thing is, what's his face? Her husband left her for another woman and was trying to steal her formula, but it didn't succeed. But that's how CJ Walker got on, good or bad. But before we go into that, I want to go into the very first guy that has been documented as a multimillionaire as far as going back to slavery. And that was a guy by the name of, they called him Jeremiah Hamilton. There's not a lot of information on this guy. A lot of people have written about him, but half-assed written about him because they didn't like it. Like it wasn't like, they called him Nigger Hamilton, the Prince of Darkness. There's a book called something like that. Just type out Jeremiah Hamilton. It says no one will ever erect a statue of Jeremiah G. Hamilton as an African-American broker in the mid 1800s. This guy was a beast, man. I'm gonna put the link to that article right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that article here for y'all. And I'm gonna just keep going with different people, because it's always, look, man, it's always good to know your history and know what your people have done. You know what I'm saying? We were millionaires, I'll venture to say, probably before then, but it wasn't documented. This was the first documented case that I can go back and remember. That, well, I ain't say me, but that people have actually. This guy had his own hedge fund in the 1850s. He was a hedge fund manager in the 1850s. He got his start going down to Haiti, doing deals and stuff. In Haiti, when they first got their independence, nobody wanted to deal with him, so he would go and do sugarcane and all that different stuff and ship it back. And one time they was raiding down there. He had to kind of escape from down there. But it was an interesting case, man. Go go check him out. Right, that's one. So that's the first guy. We got another brother that we don't talk about. Uh, Ottawa Gurley or O.W. Gurley, Gurley. He was born in 1868, born in Huntsville. He's a country boy from Alabama. He did a lot, man. So this guy lost his wealth during the riots of 1920. They say he was the richest guy in the Tulsa riots. He lost everything during the Tulsa riots. Um, I don't think he recovered from that point to that level. I don't think. But this is a black man. Once proclaimed the wealthiest man in Tulsa, Oklahoma. O.W. Gurley saw his property and his wealth disappear in May 31st through June 1st, 1921, in the flames of the Tulsa race riot. While the majority of nearly 300 people believed killed were black, and the millions lost in the destruction of businesses and property was suffered by black Tulsans, blacks were blamed for starting the riot. Even Gurley would testify before a grand jury investigating the riot that a group of black men were responsible for the destruction on June 4th. Gurley was quoted saying, okay, boo, give me a second. I'll be in a minute. He was quoted saying belligerent Negroes established headquarters at the plant of a Negro newspaper. That newspaper was more than likely the Tulsa Star, published by Andrew J. Smitherman. Smitherman. Anyway, oh man. Anyway, somebody controlling the media back then, huh? Okay. Sound familiar? Anyway, let's keep going. So that's that article right there, O.W. Gurley. Now, he probably would be a contemporary because Madam C.J. Walker probably predates him. I'm just trying to give you guys an understanding of what was going on back then. Now he came there, he got there in 1889, so he might technically predate her. Who knows? We don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who else we got. Hannah Elias. She was born in 1863. We don't really know, but they say she probably was the first female millionaire. We just don't know because she actually had to stay in the house. She had to hide her wealth. Hannah Elias was considered the richest black woman in America. Many were shocked to learn that she was African American, as black folks sitting on the amount of cash was just unheard of at that time. Elias wasn't always wealthy, however. She was born into a poor neighborhood. Bring it here. Let me open it for you, boo. I'll open it for you. She was born in Philadelphia to a black mixed race couple of 9 children. In 1905, Senator John R. Platt accused the Negro enchantress of blackmailing him out of $685,000. Let me see it, boo. I got it for you. There you go. There you go. All right. Don't get that on the floor. Anyway, and he sued her for it. The two were in a secret relationship, and it was he's not the only guy. She kind of gamed niggas out their money. But let me read the last paragraph, last sentence. It says, in all, her properties and goods were valued at approximately $1 million. So this is a woman that was born, would have been 37 years old by 1900. So just think about that for a second. You know what I'm saying? This is another one. I'm gonna put this link in there. I hit him back. I'm gonna put this link in here for y'all too. All right. So let's put that here. Yeah, Annie Malone was a millionaire. I just talked about that a second ago. She did predate her. I'm just gonna talk about it because they keep making these. You watch this stuff and they just. I hate shit like that. We don't have to lie. Like I respect the hell out of C.J. Walker, but still, don't downplay a lot of people because if those people were alive, they will have something to say. Like hell no, she wasn't the first millionaire. How you gonna work for Annie Malone, who had a manufacturing plant and all that, and then steal her idea and you was the first black man? Get the hell out of here. So Annie Turnbull Malone. Now we finna talk about Biddy Mason. Biddy Mason, Mason. Let's see. She was born in 1818 and died by 1891. She was the first. She was an African American nurse and California real estate entrepreneur and philanthropist. She is the founder of the African American first African Methodist Episcopal Church in LA, basically. She's born a slave and developed a variety of knowledge of medicine, child care, and livestock care. In California, she successfully petitioned a court for her freedom. So she got her freedom out of there. So, this is another woman. I'm going to put this right here. This is just a Wikipedia, just something to get you started. Wikipedia is never a good source, but we'll do that. We'll put that on there. All right. So that's Biddy Malone. Now we're going to get to a real writer by the name of Mary Ellen Pleasant. Mary Ellen Pleasant was born in 1814. She was a successful 19th century American entrepreneur, financier, real estate magnate, and abolitionist. She actually funded John Brown thing. John Brown got antsy and didn't wait on